Hey, what's up everyone? I'm JJ Johnson and I'm kicking it with you today. We're gonna make a little bit of rice. I'm gonna pull out the rice cooker. It's cold outside, but this dish is gonna be bright and warm and just make everybody feel really good at home. This is a recipe from my new cookbook, The Simple Art of Rice, 100 amazing recipes from around the world. I'm gonna make for you today veggie curry over sticky rice. This is my washed rice. I'm gonna add it to the rice cooker pot. We're gonna soak the rice right here with our cold water. And we're gonna let it soak for 40 minutes just to make the rice nice and tender. We're gonna add a little salt, and we're gonna just push this to the side. Let's talk about your rice cooker. Everybody's rice cooker is different. You might have a basic rice cooker. You might have a fancier rice cooker, a super fancy rice cooker. You know how it works best for you. So in the simple art of rice, I'm telling you a time that you should cook your rice for, and I'm also telling you what setting to put it on, right? And I'm saying this, use a steam setting. But in some rice cookers, it might say white rice, it might say sushi rice, it might say sticky rice. You can use those settings as well. The rice cooker's there to help you cook rice better. But the one trick I wanna tell you is, sometimes the timer on the rice cooker is just set for basic rice. And when you put the pot down into the rice cooker, it's a weight. So as the water is evaporating, the rice, the weight then starts to come up, and that's when it tells you the rice is done. I'm giving you a little cheat code that you should put a timer on to make sure your rice doesn't get overcooked. So this has been sitting for 40 minutes, and I'm just like right here, cook, and I'm just gonna put it right here on white rice. I'm gonna drop this in. All right, so I put the top down. I'm gonna set the rice cooker to steam, and I'm gonna cook for about 25 minutes. Hit that cook button, you're gonna hear that fun music. Well, my rice cooker has that fun music noise, but 25 minutes is gonna be done. Sticky rice is gonna be perfect, and we're gonna jump right into this curry. I know when you think curry, you're automatically thinking India, and that's great. But I grew up in curry because my grandfather's from Barbados, so we always had curry. And India is a big influence of Barbados, right? The people of Barbados are English, West African, and Indian. So curry, in this veggie curry dish is some light, beautiful Indian curry. Has a little bit of spice notes to it, but nothing crazy. I'm bringing a little bit of miso, that's the secret ingredient here for umami. Some coriander, ginger, garlic powder, some bay leaf, lime, basil, coconut milk, and onions. We're just gonna add in a little bit of oil here, just to get it going. We're gonna throw in our onions, and you want that pop. You want it to pop. We're gonna saute this up really nice. Listen, your house is gonna smell like curry. There's no way around it. You're gonna smell like curry. There's no way around it. It's a beautiful scent, okay? And you can make your own curry at home if you're into that. I want you to do it. You might have your own curry blend, but for everybody out there that's scared of curry, I do not want you to be scared of curry. This is a great intro to a curry dish. We're gonna add a little bit of ginger, okay? And we're gonna sweat that out. We're gonna add in our curry. This is the most important part. We're gonna bloom this curry. Add a little bit extra oil in here to get that curry nice and bloomed. And this is important. If you eat a dish, you can taste when the spices aren't bloomed. You get that chalkiness, okay? That means that the spices weren't cooked. Then you're gonna add coriander, okay? Garlic powder. And the reason why I'm using powder instead of fresh garlic is I want that extra oomph, and that garlic powder is gonna give it to me. And it's gonna coat the onions really nice. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil in here, just a little bit, just to keep it going. And then, this is not traditional. Miso paste and curry is not traditional, but I want a little bit of umami flavor. I want a little bit of depth, right? And when I'm thinking about vegetable curry, or I'm thinking about cooking with vegetables, I'm thinking about adding flavors on flavors, right? Layers of flavors, and that's what the miso paste is gonna do here. So I'm gonna throw this miso paste in, and I'm just gonna get it nicely incorporated, and then some coconut milk, all right? I'm gonna just get that going right there. Nothing like the sound of the sizzle. Look at how that color's changing. The color of the curry is like the color of my shirt. It's bright, it's warm, and it's cold outside, and you wanna add a little bit of warmth to your kitchen. This is the way to do it. And then we're gonna let that simmer. And while that comes to a simmer, I'm gonna throw in these 2 bay leaves. I'm gonna zest 1 lime right now. And the lime is gonna bring out the brightness. And if you're a cocktail drinker, you know, you think about you're drinking that martini, or you drink bourbon on the rocks and you get that little twist and how much it brightens up that cocktail. It's the same thing with food. Using zest, using a twist brightens up food really nice. So we're gonna mix that in really good. And then we're gonna let this simmer. And then the last thing we do is we're gonna add in the basil. Just tear the basil really nice. Treat it gentle. It's gonna cook down really nice and get everywhere. Give it a nice little twirl. Let it cook. It's gonna get nice and, I don't wanna call it thick, but nice and creamy, that you're gonna pour right on top of your sticky rice. All right, I'm gonna pop this top on. We got the curry rocking. We have the sticky rice done. I don't know where you wanna go first, but I know where I wanna go first. I'm gonna go to the curry right here. And look at this, you guys. Oh, that smells spectacular. And look at the creaminess of this. When you pour that on top of the sticky rice, it's gonna be great. Okay, most important ingredient or part in your kitchen for a rice cooker is the rice paddle. It's the same thing like your rubber spatula when you have your omelet pan. If you don't have a rice paddle, then you use that rubber spatula. Look, pop that open. Now let's look at this beautiful sticky rice. Oh, it is stuck together in here. Look at how sticky that is. How beautiful it is. Now, I know we're just pouring the veggie curry on top, but you could take this and roll it up into balls. You can stuff this with ingredients, put it in ring mold with your kids and stuff it and fry it and bake it. Many things you can do with the sticky rice, but for us today, we're gonna take a nice scoop. I'm gonna put it right here in this beautiful bowl. And for me, this is beautiful consistency because you can see every rice grain. Now, some people would cook it really sticky, or, you know, you might have had this dish before, sticky rice with sweet mangoes on top, or sticky rice with red bean paste. And then you just take this curry right here, this beautiful veggie curry with the basil and that miso inside, and you just drop that on top. Come on. That smells great. I'm gonna add another. I'm dropping a little bit more. Woo! If you want a little bit more punch here, you can add a little soy on top. Just like that. And then you just scoop right into it. The umami from the miso, the sweetness from the coconut milk, the herby vibration from the basil. And I guarantee you, if you never made sticky rice before, this is gonna be your go-to dish, your go-to rice dish for everyday cooking. Put some grilled chicken on top, some amazing steak. This can go with anything, grilled vegetables. And you saw how easy it was in this beautiful rice cooker. This curry sauce, you can use it in so many other areas. Come on now, pick up the simple art of rice, and/or click the recipe below at Food52 and make this with me, because this will be your go-to everyday dish.